Hey guys, I'm Hannah Hirsch and I'm here to stop, crackle, and pop your world. I messed up my intro, but that doesn't matter today because today we're talking about something serious. Like something like legit, serious on my channel for once. We're not talking about destroying the world, that's not a thing, guys. We're actually talking about something serious, guys. We're talking about the YouTube terms of service. Now, the terms of service has always been there. They just never these rules have always been there, but they've never actually taken stuff taken it to the extreme to actually ban people or demonetize people from YouTube. So many vloggers and YouTubers have been getting shut down because of this, and I just think it's so ridiculous. They've been sending emails to people. I have an email right up here, an example email from an example person saying, thanks for submitting your video for monetization. We didn't approve your video for monetization because the content in the video may not be advisor friendly. I was going to say family friendly, but advisor friendly, which is ridiculous. That's crazy. And then they offer videos that you could request to be monetized that you did below. But that's crazy. You have to now submit an approval in order to get paid on YouTube, which is crazy. And these new terms of services, when I say them, you guys are going to be it is going to blow your mind. So the first term of service and by the way, a bit off topic, I'm wearing the same shirt as I did when the Ohio video went up. That's because it's the same day. Just an FYI. Anyway, back to the terms of service. The first new rule is no sexually suggestive content. What does that even mean? Does that mean I can't show my shoulder? Because in some cultures, a shoulder is sexual. In Middle Eastern cultures, that is a rule. That is an actual thing, guys. Look it up. In my hair, is that sexual? In some cultures, I have to cover my hair. What's sexually suggestive content mean? Some people can't show their wrists. Some people can't show their legs or their foot or something like that. What's sexually suggestive? Are you talking about a Western society where sexually suggestive is cleavage and booty shorts? Or are you talking about a Middle Eastern society where sexually suggestive is shoulders and hair showing? What's sexually suggestive content? I'm so confused. And it doesn't even specify that. YouTube is an international organization, so to have such a broad rule like that, what country are you specifying for? Can't talk today. It's so crazy. I don't understand that. What I'm so confused. Okay. Next rule is no violence, including display of serious injury and events related to extreme violence. Really? So if I play a Call of Duty video, that's a video game that it's not even real violence. It's fake. So if I'm playing that game, is it going to be demonetized? I mean, really? Really, guys? No violence? What does that mean? Does that mean, violence to different people is, there's different levels of violence. So, what's, no violence whatsoever? Or is it, what's related to extreme violence? What's your classification for that? Is it, because I know, car crashes can be violent, but it's a different type of violent than a murder, or a video game violence. What's violence to you? Is smacking my friend violence, or because what's violent to you? there's different levels of violence. Like, do you just mean that we can't show violence at all? So, like, what happens if in the middle of the video we're filming a prank video and we end up getting into a fight? Can we now not show the viewers that? Like, there's different levels of violence, and I think they need to be more specific with that, is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, that's crazy. It's just crazy. There are different levels of violence, and you need to specify which level of violence you're directing it to, because just saying no violence whatsoever, I think, like, video game violence is different than real life violence. Like, if it's talking about real life violence, I agree with it. There shouldn't be real life violence on YouTube. But if you're filming a prank video, it's part of the video. You shouldn't have to demonetize the video because there's violence, because prank videos go wrong. It always happens, and you can't, and it's interesting to watch. So you can't take away that violence from a prank video, like that type of stuff, because it's what's fun to watch. People like watching violence. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. Like, these terms are just crazy. Like, you need to be more specific, YouTube. Because, like, obviously, if it's a murder, I'm not going to agree with putting that up on YouTube. But if it is a, like, prank video and you end up getting into a fight that ends up turning violent, what am I going to say, YouTube? I would keep that. Like, what is going on here? I'm so confused. Anyway, next rule: inappropriate language, including harassment, profanity, and vulgar language. This is pretty straightforward. So if I swear in this video, I'm not making money. That's what it's taught me. Really? What happens if it's a slip up by accident? Like, people accidentally swear. And what's your definition of a swear word? Because I know people who consider freaking a swear word, and I know people who consider, like, fuck a swear word or whore a swear word. Like, and only those type of words as swear words. Like, what's your definition of inappropriate language? Because inappropriate language could be inappropriate. Like, there's different forms of inappropriate language. Like, I could be talking to a teacher, and my language that's inappropriate will be different from when I'm talking to my friends, and it's inappropriate to them. Like, what inappropriate language are you talking about? These rules need to be more specific, YouTube. You can't just take people off of YouTube because of these type of stuff. Okay. The next rule is pretty straightforward. Promotion of drugs or related substances are not allowed. Pretty straightforward. I agree with it. But, I mean, they haven't been taking it down for a while off of this reason. So, I mean, if you want to promote the healthy, I guess, drugs aren't healthy, but if you're trying to promote drugs, like, I disagree with having this law, but if you're making a joke about drugs and, like, faking promoting it for, like, fun, like, I guess, as, like, a joke, I don't think it should be, like, taken down, because this was one of the reasons why a couple of YouTubers that I know who make jokes about drugs got taken down from this particular rule right here, the promotion of drugs rule. So this rule needs to be more specific and more, yeah. And the last one, no talking about controversial or sensitive subjects. Isn't that the point of YouTube? Isn't the point of YouTube to talk about controversial or sensitive topics? Like, isn't the point of YouTube to voice your actual opinion? Like, this rule is just so... And to be taking people down for this, like, what? And controversial, people have been taken down off of YouTube literally for talking about suicide and, like, how to prevent suicide. And I just spit all over myself. But that's just crazy. You're helping people and you're gonna take it down. Anyway, what do you think about these rules? Are they ridiculous? Are they not? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see you guys next week for for another video. I hope these rules change.